Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video here on You Mad Bros. This is a short video today showing you guys the absolute most broken world you are ever going to see on Minecraft. It is actually mad. We are talking absolutely nothing works in this world. My brother just sent me a message the other day being like, quickly geo my Minecraft world, I don't know how long this glitch is going to last, and was pretty much like, he's found a seed that is completely broken, absolutely no blocks work how they should, everything is completely broken, and yeah, the entire world is just absolutely screwed. So without further ado, let's get right into the video, hope you all enjoy. Okay, so straight away from spawning into the world, as you can see on screen, something was quite clearly wrong, as the whole map was kind of split into like stripes of bedrock, and I just started plummeting straight away. After a very long fall, I did eventually start to die, and then my brother turned me to survival, and then after that, stuff just started getting worse. I kept falling, and like dying and falling and dying and just falling and dying repeatedly until I figured out that I was spawning in water for like a brief second when I spawned in. So I thought, okay, let's try swimming up. As you can see here, I spawned very far underwater at bedrock kind of height. So I was like, okay, maybe if I can get back to surface, I might be able to survive. Then I noticed the whole world was split off into kind of lanes. But that's not all. If you look in the top left, you will see on the X coordinate we are currently 3 million, is that, on the X coordinate? We're a stupid number on the X coordinate. And then another thing you might not be able to directly notice here is I can, for some reason, only move on the Z axis. We could not actually move on any other axis other than Z. We could only move left and right, so we couldn't actually get to each other. We both spawned on different lanes of this weird zigzaggy pattern, and we could actually get to each other. Absolutely no idea as to why. I decided to get out on map just to see what it looked like on the map. Literally on the map, it just came up as just pure ocean. Because we started to realize that the blocks that aren't water aren't actually scanning as being anything. Like, the scanning is just empty space, so the map doesn't register empty space, so the map is just showing only the water blocks and everything else doesn't technically exist. After flying for quite a while, we did eventually come across this NPC village. I don't think I'll look at it just yet, I just wanted to fly. I was kind of fixated with just how strange it looked to look straight down and fly, because the water seemed to move a lot faster than I was moving. But then, yes, over there, there is an NPC village. My brother pointed out at this bit, there was one of those trade caravan people swimming in the water, who was just kind of floating on his own. We spent a few minutes trying to get him to come over to us, but we could never actually get him over here, so we couldn't trade with him. What was the next clip? Oh yeah, I decided to get a bucket just to see if I could maybe stop some of the water just to see if that'd do anything, but nope, it was pretty much infinite. No matter where I punched it, seemed to do it. My brother thought of the smart idea of building straight from the bedrock upwards. And now this is where it starts to get a bit fruity. We started to notice that every block was being stretched to 2 blocks long, and then but there weren't 2 blocks there. If you understand what I mean from looking at this, like we could place a block and then we could place a second block inside it, because it's stretching the initial block over 2 block space, but the actual physical object of the block was only on the original block you placed it on, so there was just an empty kind of stretched block worth of space. So as you can see here, we could place a second block inside it, which wasn't getting stretched, which is really confusing. It's hard to explain. It's easier to kind of just to tell based off looking at what was going on. So yeah, we were just having fun with this. There's about 40 minutes we stayed on this world. I want to ask if he still has the seed, so I can put it up at some point, so you guys can go try this out for yourself. I don't know if it was just a bug with the seed or a bug with just his PlayStation or what, but this was so fun to try out. I really hope he kept this world. After that, I decided let's just try various blocks and stuff. I quickly figured out I could waterlog full blocks of wood, which obviously you're not meant to be able to do, and the water was pouring down kind of flat, like 2D almost, and it was only pouring down to the water, it wasn't pouring down underneath it. It's really strange. And then he started placing walls, and then I turned off the audio here because we were swearing a lot and there was a bunch of other stuff going on. But I quickly realised he couldn't actually see the fences here that he was placing, the stone fences, because they're one-dimensional. As you can see, they're completely flat, and he stood just behind them, so even though he was placing them, he was behind them, so he couldn't actually see them. I was the only one seeing them, so he thought he was just not placing them, until I pointed out that he was actually walking through them, and they were actually like a full lane of the blocks there. That's why he's getting like really confused and just smacking the air at this bit, because he's like, oh, what? Because I quickly figured out that they were just one-dimensional, and for some reason he couldn't actually see them. Okay, what was the next clip? Oh yeah, this bit I decided to also like build straight up from water level, and tried going in third person to see what that happened, and for some reason it started doing snap turns when you went into third person. I have no idea why. Like, as I said, virtually no normal mechanic of Minecraft worked on this world, so just spinning in third person seems to just break it. Placing blocks, you can place them inside yourself for the first time, and it's really weird. Um, I was trying to place them as well here, and I thought I wasn't placing them until he pointed out they're doing the same for me, where they are one-dimensional, and I couldn't actually see them from my side. He told me to look at the door that he'd placed, because as you can see, it stretches to 2 blocks long, like when you place it, but then shutting it puts it one-dimensional over him, so he couldn't see it when it was closed. And then I tried placing a door here, I believe, and it wouldn't let me place it, but then I think I realised it was just going one-dimensional as well for me. So I decided to place a few extra blocks going along, and then my brother said the reason I couldn't place it because there were some cobblestone walls blocking me, and then I tried placing a door, and it did this to my half. I don't know why it didn't break the same way on both sides, but like, for some reason, when you open the door, it goes normal but stretched, and then when you close it, it goes a block thick and just kind of has a really just scrambled texture. I have no actual clue how this world exists. I don't get what it was. His door stretches and just shrinks when he closes it. Mine stretches and then enters the end dimension when I do it. I really want to see if I could figure out a way of getting over to the NPC village at some point, because that would actually be quite cool. Then we could obviously try out just seeing what the NPC villager houses are like over there, see if they're stretched. I thought of placing loads of different blocks. A jukebox, putting a seed in it only makes the kind of like musical note animation come from the very end of the jukebox for some reason. My brother spawned a load of pigs. I thought maybe we could sleep on a bed to kind of get out of the situation that we're in currently. So I did manage to place a bed, sleep on it, which put me a little bit closer to the blocks. Now I can like kind of fly through some of the blocks. And then I tried getting onto his half, which did actually work, and this bit excited us quite a bit. I managed to get onto his bit of the Z axis, so now we could actually like interact with each other and see exactly what each other was seeing. So now you can see my side from his perspective, so from my side it looks different. Enchantment tables. I just stretch, but the book stays normal, as if it's like the normal block is where you place it, but it just stretches the texture. I really don't get what was going on. I figured out if I placed blocks on my side from his side, it just deleted the bottom half of the block and just made the top bit flat. Literally, there was nothing on this world that weren't normal. Campfires stretched, but put the fire on the opposite side, and smoke just kind of absolutely spazzed out in loads of different directions. Incredibly strange, and absolutely no clue as to what is going on screen here. But yeah, you pretty much get the gist of what this world was. If you does still have the world, leave comments down below of blocks that you would like me to try, and different things you want to see me try just to see how it would look in this version. There were loads of things we didn't get to test. I only tried a couple blocks that come to my mind while doing this because I was a bit occupied at the minute with like university work, so I only came on for a quick bit. In this bit, he spawned me, as you can see. He just wanted to see what happens if if he teleported me to him. I teleported 18 million blocks into the air. No idea why, and then he turned me into survival mode, and I started just plummeting at a stupendous pace down. I still couldn't move on any axis. All I could do was fall. After falling for about 10 straight minutes, I started hitting snow. No idea why. There's a snow biome, 18 million blocks in the air, but there you go. I realized when you started flying and spinning, the snow didn't actually fall. It was just kind of stationary, so it was really weird spinning in it. When I eventually teleported back down to surface, after quitting and rejoining, I started just placing lava everywhere, which seemed to pour in really weird one-dimensional ways. Like, there was not a single interaction with this world that actually went according to plan. Placing a lamp block, and then a switch on it. The switch is one-dimensional for some reason, but the lamp is stretched across several blocks. Like, none of the physics continued across. I don't understand why. It's just broken. It's completely terrible. Brewing stands, again, completely flat. Stairs, completely flat. I think that was the main gist of what I tried. A cauldron, I'm pretty sure, yeah, just stretched into everywhere. I believe I do try putting a water bucket in it, but literally all it did was pretty much note I heard the splash, but it didn't do any kind of water bucket getting put in it. Yes, guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed the weird glitchness. There will be a PS5 video coming out soon. It might be a top 10 of my games that are coming out for the PS5. It might just be top 10 games that I'm excited for. It could just be me breaking down the full list of all launch titles and games that we've currently had announced that I'm excited for and stuff like that for the PS5. It could be just a general breakdown of everything I'm going to be getting with the PS5 and future plans for the channel when the PS5 comes out. I need to see if Share Factory and the editing software and stuff is still on the PS5. If not, then my ability to create videos will pretty much stop, as this is like the main way I used to make videos is just to obviously record clips on the PlayStation and record my voiceovers either after or during. So if the PS5 doesn't have its own built-in recording software, which I really hope it still has Share Factory, since they have still kept the clip system and they've said they've made some tweaks to it and made it a bit better and stuff, I am hoping they do in fact have their own editing software and stuff that you can upload videos on directly to YouTube, because that will help me massively with making videos. Hopefully it's a bit more sophisticated than this one, maybe a few more different editing tools, like all sorts of different like filters and stuff that could be really cool. So either the videos will stop when the PS5 comes out, or at least be limited to just like reviews and stuff like that when the different things come out. Or they may get even better, as the software could be either the same or better, but with obviously the PS5 4K resolution, all the good games like Spider-Man Miles Morales and Little Big Planet and all those other games coming out. But yes, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed this very confusing thrill rail ride through this very confusing Minecraft world that my brother discovered the other day. He invited me to a fair few different worlds. He was installing a bunch of stuff, but like he did that thing on the PlayStation versions where you can like mod in different things like the lucky blocks and stuff like that. So we were having quite a lot of fun with that, but randomly just one of the days he messaged me just being like, yeah, I found this really broken seed, I just wanted to start a new creative world, and I spawned in and it was just this and it was just broken from the beginning. And then I joined and well, the rest is history. Yes, guys, stay tuned to the channel though for PS5 video, hopefully coming within the next week. I'm swamped with quite a lot of university work at the minute, so I will try my best to get it recorded. It shouldn't take too long. But yes, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. But for now, peace. If only I could turn back time.